Is it possible to stick to a tight budget while traveling the lap of Australia?
We truly thought it was.
But after looking at this month's finances, we're starting to think that might be a little delulu. Hello and welcome back to Moonstone Chariot. If you're new here, hello, I'm Brandy and this is
Ben. Each month we open up our financial tracking sheets and share with you our expenses for the previous month.
And we hope it shines light on what is and isn't accessible when it comes to living abroad. This month is extra special because it is our first full month doing the lap of Australia. In this video, we are going to share with you how our budget has changed from our stationary in-Cairns budget to our on-the-road budget. We will go over each category in our budget and how much we spent. And finally, we will touch on our debt payoff journey. If that sounds like something you would be interested in, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get into it.
So to start off, May was a little bit odd for us because this was our first full month on the road. And after doing our April financial breakdown, we knew we were going to have to move some of the money in each category around to better accommodate life on the road. Things like our rent category was no longer needed, and we knew that our fuel budget was about to go way up.
Now, if you Google the average cost of a couple traveling the lap of Australia, you get a rough estimate of about $1,000 AUD a week. However, that seems to be the average cost for the last 5 years, and some things have definitely gone up in price.
We wanted to stick to the same overall monthly budget goal of $2,400 USD, which is roughly 3,700 AUD, as we've done a really good job of sticking to that budget in Cairns. In order to accommodate the changes in spending per category, here is how we reallocated our funds.
Fuel was $250 and is now $860. Groceries were $450 and are now $360. Food was $300 and is now $150. Rent/home was $750, but was changed to accommodation like campgrounds and such, and was given $150. Entertainment was $0 and is now $260. Shopping was $100 and stayed $100. Meeka Maintenance and Repairs was $385 and is now $350. Miscellaneous was $75 and is now $100. Travel was $15 and stayed the same at $15. Health and wellness was $0 and also stayed $0. And subscriptions was $75 and is now $55.
So our new budget for fuel is $860. This month we spent over $1,080. So we were about $228 over budget. It's a little understandable. We might have to kind of reallocate some things for next month since we know we're spending that much in diesel because we are driving around that much. But yes, unfortunately, we did go over budget on this category.
So for groceries, we changed our budget from $450 to $360, and we still were under budget by like $39, which is pretty impressive for us. But I think we're doing really good on this trip with how much food we're getting and the groceries that we're spending money on.
For food, our budget this month was $150. We spent about $225, meaning we went about $75 over budget. I do not really know what happened this month, but I'm sure it tasted good. For accommodations, our budget was $150. We ended up spending just over $400, but obviously the big reason for that was because Meeka had to have repairs, and we got stuck in Mount Isa for a good little bit there.
Even with our upped budget of $260 for entertainment, we still went over, coming at about $440. This was completely all due to tours. We did a very good job of vetting all of the tours that we went on, but when you're doing the lap of Australia, you want to see it all. So some of these tours were a little bit more expensive than I guess what was for our budget.
For shopping, our normal budget is now $100, and we only spent $4.50. That was actually on some patches that is fueling Brandy's patch addiction. She wants to make a big jumpsuit out of it, but I think she should make a wall quilt out of all her patches. Comment down below some ideas what we can do, because I don't know, she's got like 50 something patches at this point. But yes, we saved a whole bunch of money in shopping, which is great because we need that for a bunch of other categories this month. Our budget for Meeka Repairs is $350. We spent over $1,500. That is on two different repairs, one for a harmonic balancer in Mount Isa and one for tires in Tennant Creek. We knew the tires we were eventually going to need to change, but we were just hoping that maybe that was a different month's budget, especially after the harmonic balancer, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Miscellaneous was a budget of $100 for the month of May, and we spent roughly $885. A little bit over budget, if you might say. Most of that was due to a technology upgrade, or additions, as we bought the new Insta360 X5, a tripod, and the Insta360 phone gimbal. Am I absolutely in love with each and every one of these items? Yes. Does that mean I went about $785 over budget? Also yes. Was it worth it? I think so. I'm using the X5 pretty much every day, so if Insta360 wants to, work together, if you want to sponsor the lap of Australia, hit us up. I'm using it like every day.
For travel, our budget was $15. We ended up spending a little over $170. This accounted for our Northern Territory park passes and our park passes into Uluru.
For health and wellness this month, our budget was $0 and we spent $0. I'm really thinking about taking health and wellness off this list as a category, but eventually we'll probably have to go to the doctor again, so I'll leave it on for now.
For subscriptions, our budget is now $55. We spent about $121, which is over budget, but that was on our Wi-Fi, and I don't want to admit to how many gigs of Wi-Fi we use this month, so we might have to re-look at the budget for this category.
I feel like as much as I want to pay off our debt, I'm actually pretty happy with this balance game that I'm playing with it right now. And please do not think that I'm glorifying our debt or think it's a game in any actual matter of the fact. But even with putting more money into our debt category back in March, we've been able to pay off about $4,000 in the last 2 months, bringing our total debt down to $15,000 USD. Roughly. It is important to note that currently all of that debt is interest-free.
Overall, in the month of May, we spent about $5,200, which is about $2,800 over our budget, which means we spent about 2 months worth of funds in just 1 month.
Which is no bueno at all.
Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, if you took away the 2 repairs we had to do on Meeka this month and also the cost of the campground in Mount Isa, we would have been only $300 over our entire budget.
I feel like $300 I could have worked with.
And that is our May financial breakdown.
Obviously, we can't always control the unexpected expenses, but we're doing the best that we can. And we are so incredibly grateful for all that we've gotten to see so far.
And the fact that we're on this adventure in the first place. Hopefully June will be a little nicer to our wallets.
If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. We are trying to reach monetization status on this channel to help fund some of these amazing travels. And every time you click on one of our videos and watch it all the way through, it helps us immensely. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you have a great day, a great week, and we will see you soon.